All right. So we're going to start with some seated power to warm up our bodies. If you want to do it standing, you can. It'll be kind of the same position, but you'll just be standing instead of seated. So if everyone wants to sit on or stand, but if you're sitting, kind of come close to the front part of the chair, just so we're using all those muscles that hold our trunk up without relying on the back of the chair. Okay, so let's put our legs apart. Let's put our hands on our knees. We're going to start by leaning forward and then coming up nice and tall, stretching those arms back, looking up nice and tall. Good. And then come back down. That's a power up. We're going to do 10 of those. Ready? So down, come up, 1, down, 2, really spread those fingers down, come up, 3, down, come up, 4, bring those shoulder blades together, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, power down, power up, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Very good. Now we're going to do our rock. So either you can reach towards the ground with this open arm like this, or you can put your elbow on your thigh and reach over like this. I prefer the elbow on my thigh just so I don't tip over my chair. But you're trying to make your body as big as it can in a diagonal form. So if you reach to one side with your elbow, you're taking your free hand, stretching it across your body, and then bringing that other leg out. So see how my arm and leg kind of make a one big diagonal line? That is our power rock. And then we will switch sides. So I'm keeping my hands nice and big, trying to keep everything spread apart, taking up as much space as I can. So we're going to do 20 of those. We'll alternate side to side, okay? You can choose left or right. It doesn't matter to me. Ready? Reach, shift, 1. Back together, switch, 2. Switch, 3. Really try to straighten that knee as much as you can. 4. Really lean onto that elbow. 5. Good. Switch. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Halfway. Keep switching. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, the last one, and 20. Awesome. I see some nice big reaches there. Okay. Next, we're going to do a twist. So it's not only your arms and your spine, but it's also, we're getting those hips involved too. So you're going to start with your arms spread out. You are going to turn your whole body, including your hip, one way. Bring those hands together. Stretch back, open to center. Then we're going to switch. Other side. See how my hip is following? Yep. And then open up, okay? So most common, I don't see the hips moving. Or when we bring them back to center, our arms end up out here. I want everyone to really stretch back between our twists, okay? So squeezing those shoulder blades together between every single twist, okay? We're going to do 20, okay? Alternating sides. Ready? 1. Open up. Switch. 2. Open up. 3. Center. 4, good. 5, don't forget the legs. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway. 11, 12, 13, good. 14, open up. 15, 16, almost there. 17, 18, 2 more. 19, last one, 20. Good. Good job, everyone. Next, we have our step. So I'm going to have everyone use their arms for this too. So we'll start with our hands, fingers spread apart on our kind of our knee, thigh area. But as you take one big step out, I want you to lean towards the side of the foot that's stepping out, and then bring it back in. You can keep your hand on your thigh. So we'll do big step out, add a lean to it, bring it back in, okay? So imagine there's some soup cans on each side of your feet, really lifting the thigh up and over, okay? To exaggerate that movement, wake up those legs, okay? So we're gonna do 20 here. We'll alternate sides, okay? Doesn't matter which side you start with as long as you switch and alternate after. Ready? And go. Step, reach, 1, bring it back. Switch sides. 2, 3, really exaggerate that movement. 4, 5, making sure we're sitting up nice and tall. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway, good. Keep it up, guys. 11, try counting out loud too. 12, those nice loud voices. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, almost there, 19, and 20. Good job, everyone. Okay, I know I'm feeling warmed up. Hopefully you guys are too. If you need to do some like shoulder circles, or if you feel any cramping in the back of the thigh, you guys can do some seated hamstring stretches. I just have to get my timer set up for our circuit. So give me 1 minute. We have 4 exercises that we're gonna do for 55 seconds. We get 15 seconds rest, okay? Last time we did 50 seconds of exercise, so I'm making it even harder than last week. If you guys want your hand weights, you can grab those now too. Or if you want to grab some soup cans. If you don't want weights, that is okay. You do not need to have any weights, but if you want to work on some strength training, you can grab some. All right, so I'm going to go through the 4 exercises, and then once we go through just a few of them, then we're going to start 55 seconds of each exercise with a little bit of rest in between, okay? So I'm going to grab my weights. Our first one, you're kind of making a star with your whole body. So you're going to start, I start with the arms, then out with the legs, and then bring the arms back, bring the legs back. So I'm reaching up, up, then like out, out, and then back in, in. So at one point of the exercise, you're kind of making a star with your body, right? But we're just taking our time, doing each limb, and then bringing it back in, okay? So it doesn't matter to me if you go clockwise or counterclockwise, as long as we get all limbs trying to stretch out. If it hurts to reach overhead, you can always do a forward punch instead of above head, okay? Next one, you can do with or without the weights. We are going to turn, and so you'll turn towards one side. The arm that is in front of you, you're going to reach up towards the ceiling and then bring it back. And then it's kind of like our twist, like our power twist. So you're turning, but instead of your arms coming together, you're going to reach up overhead, come back. So we're twisting our lower half and our trunk, bringing our arm that's closest to your computer or your camera up and towards the ceiling. So we'll alternate here. It kind of looks like we're lunging, okay? Up and over here. That's our second exercise, okay? Then arms at the side. We're going to do 5 curls at our elbow. But as we do that, I want your opposite leg to stay kicked out. So it would look 1, 2, then we do 5, okay? Then we switch sides, you kick out the other leg, and then you do opposite arm curls there. If you really want to feel the burn, the arm that's resting, you can just keep it at your side instead of like halfway, like a 90-degree angle here, instead of all the way down, to keep some tension on that arm muscle, okay? So I'll leave it up to you if you guys want to do that. Then our last one, we're going to do a forward reach and row back, squeezing those shoulder blades together, okay? Reach forward, pull back. Kind of like we're rowing a really big boat. If it hurts the back, you can try it without the weights, okay? Because I know sometimes putting too much pressure with weights leaning forward can hurt, so. All right, are we ready? 55 seconds. We're starting with our big stars, okay? Ready? Reach out, out, legs out, out, bring it back in. Oh, I almost messed up. Arms out, keep it there. Leg out. Now arms in, one at a time, back in. Yeah, I gotta think. Arm out, out, leg out, out, arm in, leg in, leg in. Arm out, out, leg out, out, arm in, leg in. If you want to go faster, you can. I need to keep it at this pace, otherwise I think I will mess up the sequence. There you go. Out, out, leg out, out, arm in, in. All right, you guys can rest. Next we have our kind of like our adapted twist with a reach overhead, okay? So twist your bodies, reach above head, come back to center, and then switch. Twisting, getting that knee down, reaching above, keeping our posture nice and tall throughout. We're alternating sides. We're pivoting on our toes. That forward arm will be the one that lifts. So as I turn, the outside forward arm comes up. Bring it back. And then we're changing. Good. Keep alternating. Really try to reach as high as you can. Try to move those hips as much as they can. Getting a lot of rotation this morning. and rest. Okay, next we have our one arm curl with our opposite knee kick. So remember, if you want to hold one arm just at 90 degrees here, kick one leg out, curl with the other. 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop that foot, kick the other one. Opposite arm curls. 2, 3, 4, 5. Put that foot down, kick the opposite one. We're curling on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Next, we have our forward reach to row. So we're kind of hinging at our hips forward and then pulling back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, bring that chest up. So forward, come up, really try to hold at the top so you can really feel spine working. Good. This boat doesn't have to go too fast. I'd rather you guys focus on your posture and squeezing those shoulder blades together than try to win an imaginary race at home. Good. Pull back. If this bothers your back, try without weights. Almost there. About 10 more seconds. Forward and pull back. Forward, pull back. About one more. Very good. All right, that was our first time through that circuit. I'm hoping to do it 2 more times. If you want to try it standing, I think besides the leg kick, because that would be quite hard to do standing, you could probably do some standing, okay? So, but if you want to remain seated, you can. All right, we're going to go through that all again. So if you need to make any adjustments, like if the weights were too much, then if you have lighter weights, use those. If you want no weights. But the same 4 exercises, okay? All right, let's get to it. So if you're standing for the star, it'll be like this. Ready? Arm up, leg out, arm in, leg in, leg in. Up, leg out, arm in, leg in. Good. Keep up that sequence. Up, out, arm in, leg in. Together. Good. So you can do it standing if you want. Good. Up, kick the leg out, bring it in, leg in. One more. Oh, I did my leg, sorry. in, leg in. Good. I think I was just tempted to do jumping jacks there, so sorry everyone. If you're standing for the lunge, you can do a lunge like this. If not, you can stay seated. You're going to twist, and with that outside arm, raise above, okay? So this is it standing. If you want to try it standing. If you want to remain seated, same motion. It's just if you're sitting in a chair or standing, okay? You're still turning, still rotating that hip and reaching up. Coming back to center, switching. So it's up to you if you want to do it standing or in a chair. The body movement's the same. Good, alternating sides. Trying to pivot on your toes. Good. All right, this one we're gonna do seated. Unless you can stand and kick out one leg for a long time, but I'm gonna do seated for this one. Okay, everyone pick a leg to kick out. Do your curls on the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. Kick the other leg, other arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch, kick, other arm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. That out. Hopefully you're feeling it in the thigh. 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. Kick out, and we're curling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Okay, next we have our forward reach to a row. So if you wanted to do it standing, you could do a squat to row. So we're leaning forward, we're pulling back. Okay, if you're seated, you're already in that squat position, and you're pulling back. Okay, so I'll leave it up to you. You can do a little squat, pull back. Really focusing on the posture as you pull back, okay? So if you want to give yourself a second or two to hold that posture, then go back to your row. Really working those posture muscles in a standing or seated position. We're rowing. We're holding that good posture. Good. About 5 more seconds. And rest. Okay, round 2 done. Good job, everyone. What time do we have? Oh, we got time. All right, we're going to do that one more time. I'm grabbing some water, so hopefully my voice doesn't crack. All right, so I did show a few of them standing. You guys can do what you'd like. Yeah, with the curl, unless your balance is very, very good, I guess you could kick one leg out and curl on the other side. You'd have to be really confident in that standing balance on one leg. So if you are, you could try it standing. Kick one leg out, curl with the other. But it is quite hard for the balance. So you'll still work the thighs if you're seated kicking out, okay? So I guess I didn't try it, but it is possible. All right, we're going to start again, round 3. All right, we're going to start with those seated star reaches. Ready? Reach out, arm out, leg out, out. Then bring one arm in, leg in, leg in. Out, out, leg out, out, arm in, leg in, in. Keep that up. Arm, leg, then arm in, leg in. Good. Make sure we're sitting up nice and tall or standing up nice and tall. Good. Keep that up. You can go faster if you want, as long as you're keeping the sequence and the coordination. Good. You guys can rest. All right. Next we have our lunge with a twist. So this one, bringing that arm up and over. Okay, remember you can do it standing too. Ready? Let's begin. Back to center. So even if you're seated, you're trying to pivot on one of the feet as you turn so that you can move that hip. Good. Alternating sides. Good. Trying to make a nice big movement. If you're not holding weights, try to keep those fingers apart. Spread those fingers so that even your hands are making as much movement as they can get. Or you could add a finger flick when you reach up, which would be like that. All right, you guys can rest. Next, we have our curl with our opposite leg kick, okay? I'm going to stay seated for this one. My standing balance isn't that great, so. All right, kick one leg out. Opposite arm is curling 5 times. 3, 4, 5. Reset. Kick the other leg out. Other arm curls. 2, 3, 4, 5. Reset. Other leg. Other arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pay attention to your posture. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. Kick out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Okay, last one, we have our reach to our row. Okay, so seated or standing, reaching forward, pulling back. Okay, and let's begin. Forward, pull back. Focus on that posture. Remember, if you want to do it standing, you can do a squat with a reach. Pull back. Thinking about bringing those shoulder blades together and kind of down too. Don't let them hike up towards your ears. Good. So whatever position you've chose, keep up with that motion. Focusing on that posture when you come up. Good. Almost there. Then we can put down these weights if you have them. Good. All right, that circuit is done. You can cross it off the list for today. Okay, so for this middle part of class, I always try to do a different position of power moves. Last time we did standing last Monday. So this time we're going to do kneeling, or it's called I-4, which is on the knees. So we will be on the ground. If you aren't able to get to the ground, you can do seated power moves, which is what we did to start today. So if you guys have your mats, set them up. If you need a chair near you to get down on the floor, please use it. Also, if you need a pillow for your knees, just for comfort, you can do that as well. If you need a chair or want one around you to like push off of for your hands, that's an option too. So I'm going to give everyone a minute or so, more than a minute, to set up their spots. I also need to set up my area. If you want to remain seated, you can. Let's see how this looks. Nope. There we go. Hopefully that will be good. Gotta move back. So yes, if you need a pillow for your knees, because we're going to be on our knees a lot, you can grab one if it's around, or if you want a chair to hold yourself up so that when we do our power up, you don't have to go all the way down to the ground. You can always keep a chair close by or ask somebody, if you have somebody at home, to help get that positioned. All right, so for these power moves, we are going to hold the position once we get to our end position, because a lot of these moves will test our flexibility. So we are going to hold the position for 5 seconds each round we do. Okay, so our first one is a power up. So from here, you're coming up like so, but I want you to hold this for 5 seconds, which will help work the hips and your balance, and then come back down. Okay, if you are seated, a power up looks like this. So pretend I'm in a chair, but we're gonna hold that power up position for 5 seconds. We're gonna do 5 of them. We ready? So power down, power up, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back down. And then up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Good, everyone. Again, power up, bring those hips under you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 2 more. Hands down, push up, bring hips under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Last one, power up. If you're seated, same arm position. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, and back down. So if you are seated, your rock, this is only if you're seated, I'm just showing you, is going to be this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we count, okay? So if you're on your knees, we are going to count back 1. So we're starting tabletop. Then you're going to sink your bottom toward your heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to come forward. Try to bring those hips down in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're rocking back on our knees, 5 seconds. Then rocking forward for 5 seconds, versus if you're sitting, you're going left and right. And we're going to do 10 total, so 5 each way. So start hands in line with your shoulders. We're going to sink back or to the left or right if you're seated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch if you're seated to the other side. If not, if you're kneeling, come forward. Try to bring those hips forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, that's 2. Then we're switching. We're going back or switching sides if you're seated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch the way you're leaning. I'm coming forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Switch again. Rock back. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're coming forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 2 more rounds. Again, back. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're weight shifting forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Remember, if you're seated, you're going between left and right. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shifting those hips forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. We're done with that one. Okay. Next, we have our power twist. So if you are seated, remember our power twist. We're doing this. We're holding it for 5 seconds. We're opening up, and then we're twisting the other side, holding it for 5 seconds. This position, okay? If you're on the ground with me, we are going to be doing a maneuver that looks like thread the needle. If anyone knows what that is. You're going to take your arm, pick one arm. You're going to bring it under the space between your thigh and your arm and twist and hold. And we'll do 5 seconds here. Then we come up and then we'll do 5 seconds the other side. So there's like a little cave between your thigh and your arm. You're putting your arm between it. All right, we ready? We're doing 10. Reach under and twist. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back up. Then we're doing the other side. Reach under, twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're switching. Other arm. Good. 3, 4, 5. Come up. You're still alternating if you're seated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up. Reach under or over if you're seated. 4, 5. Come up. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more each side, and we're going again under twisting. 2, 3, 4. Come back. Switch. Reach under. Twist that back. 3, 4, 5. 1 more each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on up and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! All right, good. I'm really feeling a stretch. I hope you guys are too. Next, we have our power step. So if you are seated, you're doing step out, step in, switching sides, okay, with the leg, big step, up and over, alternating, okay? If you are kneeling, this one's really hard. We're going to try to bring one of our legs up towards our hand. So it takes a lot of hip movement and back down. If you need a chair to give your hip more space, you can use a chair like so, okay? And we will alternate left and right. We're going to hold the position for 5 seconds, which is going to be an intense stretch for those hips, and then bring it back, okay? So use your chairs if you need. We're going to do 10 steps, so 5 each side. Ready? Step 1 side, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it back. All right, switch legs. Big step, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it back. And we're switching. Step, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it back. Switch legs. Big step, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back. Switch. Step, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it back. Other side. Step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it back. I think 2 more each side. Big step and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it back. Switching legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to center. Last one each side. Big step, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it back. Last one. Other leg, hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Woo! Holding it was harder than I thought. Good job, everyone. That is it for our kneeling power. So I'm going to put my mat out of the way. I'm going to come back to my sitting position. So if you need a rest, if you stay seated, do that. If you need time to move your mat out of the way, we'll head back towards a chair, okay? Good job on that last one. Okay, we have one more circuit. I think we'll have time to get through it twice. We'll see about a third time, okay? We'll just kind of see where the clock takes us. So for this one, you can do it standing or in a sitting position, okay? We have 4 exercises again, okay? And then we will do it same 55 seconds on, 15 seconds rest, okay? So our first exercise, seated or standing, you're doing an opposite knee touch. So you're crossing over, tapping your opposite knee. So if you can balance on one foot safely, you can do it standing. You can do it with a chair in front of you if you need. If you're sitting, no leaning on the back of the chair, we're doing opposite knee touches, okay? You want to try to go quicker, get that heart rate up, you can. All right. That's our first exercise. Our second one. It's going to take some coordination. If you need a chair near you, you can. You are going to take one step back, lifting the opposite arm up, come together, and then one step forward, opposite arm up. So one leg will stay still. You're doing one step forward, come together, one step back, come together, lifting your opposite arm. Okay? So we'll do one leg the first round, then we'll do the other leg the other round. So pick, maybe let's everyone stand on their left leg and step with their right leg. That way we're all on track. If you're seated, you can do right leg back, right leg forward. So you can still do the steps back underneath the chair, forward here. So you can still do the opposite arm, coming one foot back together, one foot forward together, okay? You can still do it seated, okay? Then we have we're gonna do a power step, punching 5 times with the opposite arm, bring it back together. Step one leg, opposite arm punches 5 times, back together. So same thing seated, step out, punch, opposite arm, back together, step out, punch, back together. Then our last one, we're gonna do jump rope. So pretend you have a jump rope. You're gonna jump 3 times, and then I want you to try to do a crossover jump 3 times. So I don't know if you guys have ever watched people jump rope. they can like cross over and then still do the jumping. That's what we're going to try to do. So it'll be 3 jumps, 3 regular jumps, then 3 cross jumps. So you got to cross those arms. Okay. If you can jump standing, you can try it standing. 1, 2, 3, then cross. 1, 2, 3. Or you could just go on your tiptoes. You don't actually have to jump. So you got options. Okay. I'm hoping this one gets our heart rates up. A little bit more of a cardio. Yeah, I think we'll have time for 2 rounds, okay? So we're going to start with those opposite knee touches, seated or standing, okay? Ready? So same position if you're seated. You're crossing over, trying to do a quick opposite knee tap. Try to make those feet nice and soft when they come back to the ground. Good. If your standing balance is pretty good here, keep it up. If you need to do it seated, this is what it looks like, okay? So you're still reaching across your body, tapping your opposite knee. Standing or seated, let's try to go a little bit faster, okay? Good. Kind of like we're running in place. Good, everyone. We're almost there. We got about 5 more seconds. Good. Okay. Next, we have our steps. So we're going to keep our left leg still. Then you're going to step back with the right leg. Come together. Step forward with the right leg. Come together. Ready? Step back with the right leg. Come together. Then step forward with the right leg. Come together. Same thing if you're seated. Come together. Right leg forward. Come together. Right leg back. Together. Forward. Together. Same thing seated. Right back. Together. Then we're forward. Together. Back. Together. Forward. Together. Good. Keep it up. Going back. Together. Forward. Together. Good. So we're shifting our weight. We're balancing on one foot. Good. Next we have our sideways power step with 5 punches on the other side, okay? You can use weights, I guess, if you'd like. I'm not going to stop you. All right, big step out, 5 punches opposite arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step together. Other side step out. Punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And together. Switch. Step out. Hold it. Punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Together. Step out. Punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Together. Same thing seated. Step out and punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Together. Other side, other leg, other arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Together and rest. All right, next one we have our 3 regular jump ropes and then 3 crossover jump ropes, okay? Standing or seated. You have to be able to jump if you do it standing, or you can go up on your tiptoes. Get those jump ropes ready. 1, 2, 3. Now cross over. 1, 2, 3. Back to regular. 1, 2, 3. Now we're crossing over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Crossing over. 1, 2, 3. Regular. 1, 2, 3. Crossing over. 1, 2, 3. Good job, guys. 1, 2, 3, crossing over. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3, crossing over. 1, 2, 3. Rest. Woo! Good job. All right, rest for a minute. We're going to do that all again, standing or seated, depending on what you want to do. Working on trying to quickly move our limbs, so hopefully our heart rates can go up this lovely Monday morning. I guess you can add weights for most of this. The jump rope might be hard, but even weights with the shifts or the opposite knee touch, you could do it if you wanted. I'm going to do no weights though, okay? All right, we all ready to do that all again? Remember, you can do it seated if you need, okay? Let's get started. All right, we're doing opposite knee touches, okay? So you're marching, you're trying to touch with your opposite hand. So you got to cross over the front of your body. If you want to challenge your balance more, you can bring the knee up higher. That'll make you stand on the other leg longer. Versus if you want to really focus on getting that heart rate up, you could do it a little bit faster. Same position if you're seated. We're doing opposite knee touches. Kind of feels like you're running in place. Good. Keep it up. Definitely challenges coordination too. Almost there. All right, next we have our backwards to forward step. So this time let's keep our right leg still and we'll step back with our left, come together, step forward with the left. Ready? Step back with the left, come together, step forward with the left, come together. Back, together, forward, together. Back, together, forward, together. Same thing here, back, together, forward, together. Back, together, forward, together. Back, together, forward, together. That right leg staying still. Together, forward, almost there. Back, together, forward. Good. Rest. Next, we have our big step out. Opposite arm punches 5 times. If you want to change your punch, cross or uppercut, it does not matter to me. Big step out, punch 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step together. Other side, step out, punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step together. Switch up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And together. Step out, punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step together. Switch legs, switch arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step together. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Together. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Together. All right, last ones are 3 regular jumps, 3 cross jumps. For some reason, I always want to put my right over my left, but if you want to change it up, you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now cross over. 1, 2, 3. back to normal. 1, 2, 3, cross over. 1, 2, 3, back to regular. 1, 2, 3, crossing over. 1, 2, 3, back to regular. 1, 2, 3, we're crossing over. 1, 2, 3, back to regular. 1, 2, 3, crossing over. 1, 2, 3, back to regular. 2, 3, sober. 1, 2, 3, back to regular and rest. Good, everyone. That is it for our circuits today. Let's head back to our chairs. We'll do a few quick stretches, and then you guys can get on with your Monday afternoons. All right. Good job, everyone. I saw a lot of big movements. A lot of people looking like their arms are going above their screens. Very good. All right. So sitting here, let's start with a cat-cow. So you're going to start from the top of your head, work your way down your spine. You're going to start by folding your head down, and then you're going to start with your mid-back bending forward. So we're doing a forward fold all the way down to our low back. Then starting at the low back, you're going to try to raise up, imagining vertebrae by vertebrae coming back up